Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Boston Red Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set, and on the hill in this one, Tanner Houck.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker in this lineup. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat, otherwise it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to go up there when he needs a big double play or a hole, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he was through.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up on the zone. If you look down, you're going to chase the stuff in the ball.
Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
There's a small sign of relief right there, but just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher, it's the other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Bounce to the left side. Whips it to Casas. 2 away here in the top of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And the 1-0.
Ball. 2 balls, no strike.
That's down and in.
3 balls, no strike.
2 out, space is empty. That one finds the zone, and now 3 in a row. He swings and fouls one off. The line of the pitch. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Brewers go down quietly. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back down at Fenway. And on the hill, Freddie Peralta.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Singing, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Here comes a pitch. And it's in there at the knees. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Next offering is downstairs.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. In front there as he swings through it. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Hits the corner, and it's 0-2. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And the 0-2.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Fidel.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty.
Ball 2.
That one is upstairs.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Inside ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Rafael Devers up to him. In the first pitch, misses for ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Right away off that fastball off right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Double play ball to second. Terang to Adames. That's 1. Over to Bowers. That's 2. Through an inning, no score here on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Willie Adames stands in. We talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The right-hander back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, the ability to have a range and close balls that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
The pitch. Outlook. It's going to be Jackson Chourio. Swings and misses. Slider right there.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here's Jake Bowers.
1-0.
Pitch out, but no action. Throw over to first. Chourio back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
There's a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans.
Story. There's one, and that's 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Second, stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. Peralta, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The pitch. And finds a corner, and that is strike one. The shortstop takes the ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And a pitch. That's outside. The count now 2-2. Won't chase that time. Speeds through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now batting Tristan Casas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Off to a strong start, Siggy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Masataka Yoshida in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Here comes the 0-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that. Got the top of the way, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full, no score. Here at Fenway, and now here's the veteran DH, Rhys Hoskins. And he deals. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
set.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty delivers.
Ball left outside.
And swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
Way out front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
Mitchell avoids the first pitch for ball one. This to third, and it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team of bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
One gone, runner at first. And now Joseph Ortiz. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Mitchell at first, one gone. Check on the runner, and he's back in easily. The 1-0. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That was Cale Paul right there. Third pitch walk, and the play was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So the lineup flips over, and stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. Now foul ball right center. Under it. 2 down. And now it's William Contreras. Grounded out his first time.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this one. He can go anywhere he wants.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with a 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Right-hander kick steals. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. He runs off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores from second. It's 2-zip.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Yelich at the dish. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Foul ball there. Two outs and one in scoring position. And he's in there. That ball's 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Well, he's down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back inside Fenway Park, and now catcher comes up to him. Connor Wong. Peralta back to work. Fastball for a strike. 1-1.
The offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 0-2. Well struck right field. It's back there. Gone. A solo shot. It's 2-1.
Right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedane Rafaela. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job with the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jaron Duran. Shoot the extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on. That pitcher's inside, and he had to get really deep, so pretty important hands to fight it off and still get good work.
And stepping in for Boston, Tyler O'Neill. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Home team down a run here in the last half of the 3rd. That one ripped, but foul.
Tony on that fastball is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
And it's second. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter. With some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He hit into a double play his first time up. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
0-2. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. And it bangs off the monster. Here comes the fire. He pulls him to second as a run scores on the play.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving him around with the 2-2. Showed off some really nice off-ball pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Stepping in, Trevor Story. That's in there. And that's strike one.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 ball hitter up.
Outside low, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground. Lays out. Can't squeeze it. See? Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one a little below the knees. Down 2-0. Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 now, 2 aboard. Chopped to the ground. Throw to Bowers. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 and draw even again. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. As we go to the top of the 4th, the batter will be the shortstop, William Thomas. The wind of the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Here's your 1. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Trying to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. The line of the pitch. That one out to right. It in for the out. 1 away. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. And he's already singled in this game. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And the 1-0. Couldn't chase that time.
But he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jake Bowers. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Slider clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Score remains 2-2. Back here in Boston, bottom four. Good batter now. Masataka Yoshida. Right here, back to work. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to follow. There's so many positives that led to that back.
Wilyer Abreu getting ready to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. 0-1 low.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Ripped towards third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, they're really looking to that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses.
0-1, no strike.
And a base hit on the line. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and turn on it nicely for the night.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the second baseman, Cedane Rafaela. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Towards right center. Chorio moving under this one. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second to third. Well, now time and one scores. It's 3-2.
Right there is definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him and pick up the rest of those runners on base.
Stands in now and watches strike one. Action in the pen down there. J.B. Bukowskis preparing to come on if needed. Wilson also throwing. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. That one looked at the left. Yelich should have it. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they lead by two.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the center fly.
And next for the Red Sox, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next pitch is inside, down 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Popped up, settles under it. corrals it. And that will end the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We've played 4. The Red Sox 4 and the Brewers 2. Back here at Fenway Park, new inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Rhys Hoskins. The pitch. That misses. And that is ball 1. Hoskins, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss as he was out front. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a foul straight back. And the righty deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Pitch. That misses, and that's ball 2. Got it in left field, and he didn't like the call. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. A walk and a run scored his first time. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Slider misses outside. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. The Red Sox leading by 2 over the top of the 5th. And another ball. To first. And he's back in safely. And the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. That's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Whole half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Brewers 2. Back in Boston, now it's Devers at the plate.
The third baseman,
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Just missed. There's a swing and a drop. That one's carrying. Into the monster seats and gone. A soaring shot to center. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-2.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's Trevor Story now. 1 for 2. There's a strike.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Nobody on, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was setting off speed there.
And that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Got him swinging. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And it's a slider for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Next offer is in for a strike. This one smoked out to left. Snags it for the second out.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. Masataka Yoshida, the next to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate. And it's fouled away. This one popped up. Adames under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Boston with another on the solo blast. It's 5-2. Back after this on the show. Back here in Boston. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Just missed. Kicks and fires. And another ball. Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Now the number 2 hitter, William Contreras. And that one sliced foul. No outs, runner on second. Lifted in the air, right center field. Durant makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Now it's Christian Yelich, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
0-1 right now.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. The Brave going back. Gone. It just got out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-4.
That pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. There's the strike.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. And a good eye there. Pitch misses there. 2-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Last couple of pitches, breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
On the ground to Devers. And they get Adames for the out. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Chris Martin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Sims getting loose as well. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball with a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on. And now, let's see if they force some action with the wheels on the bases.
Bowers in the box now. 4 balls and a strike.
Looking for tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, driving into a gap and score that run from first base.
Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive. Two outs.
Right through there for a strike. Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Get a pitch. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. Brewers move closer with this blast. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, J.B. Bukowskis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-1 game. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. I think when you've got contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Fastball for a strike. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-1. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And here it comes. And they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down. And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Aaron Ashby, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Payens, the right-hander, also getting loose. Next one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And he deals. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first. And then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Stands in now, looks at that one inside. For first, one back in on a dive. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That clips a corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Still a 1-2 count. Right-handed reliever. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. we all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around right there.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran digs in now. And he pumps it a strike. One, the runner at first with 2 gone. Out to short, Adames. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Brewers 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Martin.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. The pitch, and that one fouled off.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Chop to first, Casas. A flip to the pitcher covering. That's the 1st out, the top of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Gets under and pops it up. And that one actually be grabbed by Story, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
So digging in, Joseph Ortiz. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one sliced foul.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Two down, nobody on. Bounce to the right, Rafaela. Sends it to first, and Milwaukee is set down in the round. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Brewers 4. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's going to be Tyler O'Neill. About playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range.
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even go home in center field.
At the belt and fires.
Oh, here.
And a pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Right-hander kick steals. And a foul ball. Two down. Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
man aboard, and here is Devers. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Devers swings and drives one. Deep right field. Carrying well. Tapped to the town and gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 7-4. Siggy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate, 1 for 3. First offering is fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The pitch. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-2.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame near the bottom of the 7th. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
High fly ball out to center field. Mitchell going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now the first base baseman.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. There's a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Wouldn't chase that time. Still only one out here in the inning. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Rips that one to right. Chorio tracks it down for the out. Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. First pitch just misses. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Liam Hendricks.
Now pitching for the Red Sox. Number 31, Liam.
This is Bryce Terang. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The pitch. And delivers outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kenley Jansen up and loosening in the pen. Garcia, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The 1-0. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Duran makes the grab on the run. William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Hendricks, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, and he's a native of Australia. And that one is in for a strike. Next offering is down low. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Two outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Christian Yelich. He's already homered in this game. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Whole half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Brewers 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Bukowskis back to work. Swinging a ground ball to go. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Connor Wong will hit next. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Chorio pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Now the second baseman, today,
And at first, next to hit, Cedane Rafaela. This is off the plate, and that's ball 1. Abreu stands at first with 1 out. Fought off foul. And that is in for a strike. 1-2. And this is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And another ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Aaron Ashby.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Missed with a changeup, and 1-1. Two on, one out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And another ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
So first and second with 2 outs. And stepping in for Boston, Tyler O'Neill. And that one fouled off. And the pitch. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. Through 8 full, gets the Red Sox 7 and the Brewers 4. Now, and on the mound, the closer, Kenley Jansen.
He's the guy to make the turn to up in the pen on the other end. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
The pitch. Adames at the plate and takes high there. This one, going up and down. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. Jansen, an all-star a season ago. He throws a cutter, a 2-seamer, and he works in a slider. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. And the count even at 1. The Red Sox leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Out swinging, and they're down to their last out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now the 0-1. Out towards right center field, and that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game, got a little of everything, some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. Kenley Jansen picking up the save. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
For the Brewers, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, they let 4 runners on base. Time of the ball, 3 outs and 31 innings. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. And we rely on it, please, drive home safely.